You think you know pickup trucks? Think again. Sure, they're built to haul cargo and tow with muscle, but today we're going way beyond the basics. Forget the standard bed and frame setup. We're diving into the world of the most outrageous pickups ever made. Trucks that break all the rules, whether it's insane performance, over-the-top luxury, or jaw-dropping price tags. These aren't just vehicles, they're statement pieces. Let's explore the 15 most outrageously good pickup trucks that push the boundaries of what a truck can be. You'll find that number 1 is highly satisfying. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to view more videos just like this. Number 15, the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6. The Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6, produced between 2013 and 2015, stands as one of the most outrageous, exclusive, and expensive pickup trucks ever made. Based on the iconic G-Class platform, this monster of a vehicle was initially designed for military use, but later adapted for civilian consumption, taking luxury and off-road capability to unprecedented levels. One of the most distinctive features of the G63 AMG 6x6 is its 6-wheel drive system, which gives the truck extraordinary off-road prowess. It's equipped with 5 electronic differential locks, allowing the driver to lock or unlock all 6 wheels individually, providing remarkable traction in the most challenging terrains. Paired with portal axles which raise the body significantly higher than conventional off-road vehicles, the G63 AMG 6x6 boasts an impressive 18.1 inches of ground clearance, almost double that of a standard off-road SUV. Under the hood, the G63 AMG 6x6 is powered by a 5.5-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, which produces 536 horsepower and 561 pounds of torque. This power, combined with its 7-speed automatic transmission, allows the nearly 4-ton truck to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 7.8 seconds. While it's not built for speed, the sheer power and torque make it unstoppable over rough terrain. However, this performance comes at a cost. Its fuel economy is notoriously bad, averaging around 11 to 12 miles per gallon. When the G63 AMG 6x6 first hit the market, its price hovered around $430,000. But due to its extreme exclusivity and limited production numbers, only around 100 units were made, its value has skyrocketed. Today, these trucks often sell for over $700,000 on the resale market, with some models fetching prices north of $1 million. The combination of luxury, off-road capability, and sheer size ensures the G63 AMG 6x6 remains a symbol of excess, showcasing the pinnacle of what Mercedes-Benz is capable of when it pushes the boundaries of design, performance, and luxury. Number 14, the Ford F-150 SVT Lightning. The Ford F-150 SVT Lightning holds a revered place in the history of high-performance pickup trucks, combining the practicality of a full-size truck with the power and handling characteristics of a sports vehicle. Developed by Ford's special vehicle team, the Lightning aimed to be the ultimate performance pickup, and it certainly delivered, not only in terms of raw speed, but also by retaining much of the payload and towing capabilities of its standard F-150 siblings. The first generation of the SVT Lightning, produced from 1993 to 1995, was powered by a 5.8-liter V8 engine, also known as the 351 Windsor, delivering 240 horsepower and 340 pounds of torque. While these numbers may seem modest by today's standards, they were impressive for a truck in the early 1990s. This first-generation Lightning featured improvements to its suspension, with beefier shocks, springs, and anti-roll bars, which gave it far superior handling compared to a standard F-150. Ford also made various body modifications, including unique bumpers and side skirts, giving the Lightning a more aggressive appearance that reflected its performance credentials. The second generation, produced from 1999 to 2004, took the SVT Lightning to a whole new level. This time, Ford equipped the truck with a supercharged 5.4-liter V8 engine, which initially produced 360 horsepower and 440 pounds of torque. In 2001, the engine was tweaked to increase the output to 380 horsepower and 450 pounds of torque, making it one of the most powerful trucks of its time. The supercharged V8 paired with a 4-speed automatic transmission allowed the second-gen Lightning to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 5.2 seconds, a remarkable feat for a full-size truck. Beyond the engine, the second-generation Lightning featured significant upgrades to its suspension and chassis. Ford lowered the ride height, stiffened the suspension, and added Bilstein shocks, resulting in excellent handling for a pickup truck. The truck's payload and towing capacities were reduced slightly compared to the regular F-150, but the Lightning could still haul over 13,000 pounds and tow up to 5,000 pounds, making it a capable workhorse as well as a performance machine. Though later overshadowed by the more off-road focused F-150 Raptor, the SVT Lightning remains an iconic high-performance truck, celebrated for its speed, handling, and balance between practicality and performance. Number 13. The Dodge Ram SRT-10. The Dodge Ram SRT-10, produced from 2004 to 2006, is one of the most iconic performance pickup trucks ever made, largely due to the monstrous 8.3-liter Viper V10 engine sitting under its hood. This engine, borrowed from the Dodge Viper sports car, was an audacious choice for a pickup truck and propelled the Ram SRT-10 into the realm of supertruck status, a feat few manufacturers have dared to replicate. The heart of the Ram SRT-10 was its 500 horsepower V10 engine, delivering a staggering 525 pounds of torque. This 8.3-liter beast was paired with a Tremec T56 6-speed manual transmission in the regular cab variant, giving drivers full control over the immense power. The truck could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.9 seconds and achieve a top speed of 154 miles per hour, making it the fastest production truck in the world at the time. In fact, it held a Guinness World Record for the fastest production truck, an accolade that has only added to its legendary status. Despite its performance credentials, the Ram SRT-10 was still a full-size truck, weighing in at 5,130 pounds for the regular cab. Even so, its handling was impressive thanks to a heavily modified suspension that included stiffer springs, performance shocks, and a lowered ride height. The truck also came with 22-inch performance tires and a performance-tuned exhaust, which enhanced both its grip on the road and its aggressive soundtrack. The quad cab variant, introduced in 2005, offered an automatic transmission and a bit more practicality, but still retained the same V10 power. Inside, the SRT-10 featured a sporty interior with bolstered seats, aluminum pedals, and a Viper-inspired shifter in the manual transmission models. It also had unique badging and gauges to remind drivers that this was no ordinary Ram. While it retained some of the basic utility of a regular Dodge Ram, such as a usable bed and decent towing capacity, the SRT-10 was clearly focused on delivering blistering performance rather than being a workhorse. The Ram SRT-10 was a bold statement from Dodge, proving that pickup trucks could be just as wild and performance-oriented as sports cars. Even by today's standards, its power, speed, and audacious design made it a standout in the history of high-performance trucks, and it remains a highly sought-after vehicle by collectors and enthusiasts alike. Number 12. The Dodge Dakota Sport Convertible. The Dodge Dakota Sport Convertible, produced between 1989 and 1990, stands out as one of the most unusual and innovative vehicles in pickup truck history. When Dodge introduced the Dakota in 1986, it essentially created the mid-size truck segment, offering a vehicle larger than the compact trucks of the time, but smaller than full-size pickups. However, Dodge wasn't content with just breaking new ground in size. They also pushed the boundaries of design with the Dakota convertible, the only factory-produced convertible pickup truck in the modern era. At a time when convertible SUVs like the Jeep Wrangler were gaining popularity, Dodge saw an opportunity to experiment with the pickup truck market. The Dakota Sport convertible featured a manual, foldable canvas roof, allowing drivers to enjoy an open-air experience that was completely unheard of in the pickup segment. The convertible top was supplied by the American Sunroof Corporation, a company known for customizing vehicles with unique roof options. While the top had to be folded down by hand, the novelty of a convertible pickup truck made it stand out from the crowd. Under the hood, the Dakota Sport convertible was powered by Dodge's 3.9-liter Magnum V6 engine, producing 125 horsepower and 195 pounds of torque. While these figures were modest by today's standards, they were competitive for a mid-sized truck at the time. The convertible was only available in a two-door regular cab configuration, which added to its sporty aesthetic. The truck came with either a 4-speed automatic or 5-speed manual transmission, further enhancing its appeal to driving enthusiasts. Despite its unique charm, the Dakota Sport convertible was a niche product. Dodge produced roughly 2,842 units in 1989 and only around 909 in 1990, making it a rare vehicle today. The truck never achieved widespread success, but its quirky design and limited production have made it a cult classic among collectors and enthusiasts. Number 11. The Lincoln Blackwood. The Lincoln Blackwood, produced for just 2 model years, 2001 to 2002, was one of the most unique and controversial vehicles in the history of luxury pickups. Designed to combine the utility of a pickup truck with the opulence of a luxury vehicle, the Blackwood was essentially a reimagined Ford F-150 Super Crew, but with a heavy emphasis on style and luxury rather than practicality. Despite its distinctive look and luxurious features, the Blackwood struggled to find a market, and its production run was short-lived, with only 3,356 units ever built. The most striking aspect of the Blackwood was its all-black exterior, which included a unique simulated wood grain on its sides, giving the appearance of a black-stained wood, though it was actually a textured plastic. This design choice was a nod to the Lincoln brand's association with high-end luxury, but it was also one of the elements that made the Blackwood stand out, for better or for worse. The truck came in one color only: black. This exclusivity gave it a high-end, formal appearance, but it also severely limited its appeal to those seeking variety. Inside, the Blackwood was packed with premium materials and high-tech features for the early 2000s. The cabin was plush and leather-clad, featuring luxurious seating and a level of refinement more in line with a Lincoln sedan than a pickup truck. It was also equipped with a 300-horsepower 5.4-liter V8 engine, which provided solid performance for a luxury vehicle, though it lacked the towing and payload capabilities expected of a pickup. One of the Blackwood's most puzzling features was its carpeted bed. The truck bed, designed more for style than function, was lined with plush carpeting and came with a powered tonneau cover. This limited the truck's practical use, as it could not carry typical cargo without risking damage to the luxurious interior of the bed. Additionally, the bed was a fixed size with no fold-down tailgate, further reducing its versatility. In terms of utility, the Blackwood was a major departure from what a pickup truck should offer. It had a maximum towing capacity of just 5,000 pounds, significantly less than most trucks of its size. Its focus on luxury over function led to criticism, as it was neither a full-fledged pickup nor a typical luxury SUV. Number 10. The Jeep Honcho. The Jeep Honcho, produced from 1976 to 1983, was more than just a trim package for the Jeep Gladiator J10. It was a symbol of rugged individuality during the height of the 4x4 craze. While it didn't introduce revolutionary mechanical changes to the Jeep J10 platform, the Honcho trim brought a distinctive look and character to the already capable Jeep truck lineup, appealing to buyers who wanted both off-road prowess and a touch of style. The Honcho was equipped with wide-track Dana 44 axles, which gave it a more aggressive stance and enhanced stability, especially during off-road use. These axles were a key feature that differentiated the Honcho from standard Gladiator models and contributed to its impressive durability. Additionally, it came fitted with 31-inch tires, giving it more ground clearance and better traction for off-road adventures, something that appealed to the growing number of 4x4 enthusiasts in the late 1970s and early 1980s. Aesthetically, the Honcho stood out thanks to its unique graphics package. The truck sported bold stripes and decals with Honcho prominently displayed on the sides of the bed, making it instantly recognizable. This trim was available in both the sport side or step side and town side or fleet side bed configurations, allowing buyers to customize the look and utility of their truck. Inside, the Honcho could be ordered with the quirky and distinctive Levi's interior, which featured denim-like upholstery with copper rivets, further reinforcing its rugged, all-American image. Another optional feature was the 10-4 package, which included a Citizens Band or CB radio, a popular tool for truckers and off-roaders in that era. This added a fun, practical feature for long road trips or off-road excursions. Under the hood, the Honcho could be fitted with any of the engines available in the Jeep J10 lineup, but the most powerful option was the AMC 401CI 6.6-liter V8, which produced 215 horsepower. Though impressive, the engine's output was heavily impacted by the stricter emissions regulations of the time. Prior to these regulations, the same engine had delivered over 300 horsepower in earlier models like the 1971 AMC AMX. Despite the detuning, the 401 V8 still provided plenty of torque and was a popular choice for those who needed extra power for towing or off-road driving. Number 9. The Chevrolet SSR. The Chevrolet SSR, or Super Sport Roadster, produced from 2003 to 2006, is one of the most unique and polarizing vehicles in modern automotive history. Straddling the line between a retro-style pickup and a convertible roadster, the SSR embodied a bold experiment by Chevrolet, one that both intrigued and confused the market. Its retro design, inspired by the 1947-1955 advanced design pickups, was meant to evoke nostalgia while offering a modern twist. But in the end, it struggled to carve out an identity and failed to meet the expectations of either pickup or sports car buyers. When the SSR was first unveiled as a concept car at the 2000 Detroit Auto Show, it was met with excitement and intrigue. Its curvaceous, throwback styling coupled with a retractable hardtop made it look like nothing else on the road. However, once production began in 2003, the SSR faced an identity crisis. While it resembled a pickup truck, its small cargo bed with a tonneau cover and limited utility made it impractical for truck enthusiasts. On the other hand, despite its retractable roof and sleek looks, it was far too heavy, tipping the scales at around 4,700 pounds to perform like a true sports car. Initially, the SSR was powered by a 5.3-liter V8 engine producing 300 horsepower, which was simply not enough to compensate for its excessive weight. Despite its aggressive appearance, the SSR struggled to deliver the performance expected of a vehicle with such bold styling. In 2005, Chevrolet addressed this by upgrading to the 6.0-liter LS2 V8, boosting power to 390 horsepower. This gave the SSR the performance it should have had from the start, allowing it to sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 5 seconds. But by then, it was too late. The vehicle sales had already plummeted. The SSR's downfall was largely due to its inability to fit neatly into any category. It wasn't a practical pickup, nor was it a high-performance roadster. Its hefty price tag, approaching $42,000, further alienated buyers who could find better performance or more practicality elsewhere. Production ceased in 2006, with just over 24,000 units sold. Despite its commercial failure, the SSR has since become a cult classic, celebrated for its quirky design and rarity. Number 8. The Ford Ranchero. The Ford Ranchero, produced from 1957 to 1979, was a groundbreaking vehicle that combined the practicality of a pickup truck with the comfort and styling of a passenger car. It pioneered the car truck or coupe utility concept in the US, blending two seemingly opposing categories into one unique package. When Ford introduced the Ranchero in 1957, it was the first time American buyers could purchase a vehicle with the sleek design and drivability of a car, but with the utility of a pickup truck bed in the rear. It was a bold move by Ford, and it sparked a trend that would last for decades, even inspiring General Motors to launch its now iconic competitor, the Chevrolet El Camino, in 1959. The Ranchero's versatility came from its adaptability across multiple platforms. Over its 22-year production run, the Ranchero was built on a variety of platforms, including full-size, compact, and mid-size chassis, meaning it could appeal to different markets over time. Early models were based on Ford's full-size offerings, like the Fairlane, and were marketed as practical yet stylish vehicles, perfect for suburbanites who needed light-duty hauling but didn't want a traditional truck. As the years progressed, the Ranchero shifted to the Falcon compact platform in the early 1960s, before moving to a mid-size platform in the late 1960s, aligning with Ford's Torino and Fairlane models. The Ranchero was powered by a range of engines, but no matter which platform it was built on, it always came equipped with inline-sixes or V8s. Early models offered modest inline-six engines, but as the muscle car era kicked into gear, the Ranchero evolved. By the late 1960s and early 1970s, buyers could opt for V8s ranging from the 302 cubic inch small block to the massive 429 cubic inch Cobra Jet V8, which produced over 370 horsepower. These muscle-bound Rancheros were capable of serious performance, transforming the vehicle from a practical hauler into a high-powered street machine. Number 7. The GMC Cyclone. The GMC Cyclone, produced from 1991 to 1992, is one of the most remarkable and ambitious trucks ever created by General Motors. Born from the performance-hungry era of the late 1980s and early 1990s, the Cyclone was more than just a pickup. It was a high-performance machine that could out-accelerate some of the fastest sports cars of its time. Based on the GMC Sonoma, the Cyclone took the idea of a performance truck to new extremes, combining turbocharged power with all-wheel drive in a compact, blacked-out package that turned heads and embarrassed many high-end sports cars. Under the hood, the Cyclone featured a 4.3-liter LB4 V6 engine equipped with a Mitsubishi supercharger and a Garrett intercooler, giving it the ability to produce 280 horsepower and an impressive 350 pounds of torque. This engine setup, combined with an all-wheel drive system and a 4-speed automatic transmission, allowed the Cyclone to rocket from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. Faster than a Ferrari 348 or a Porsche 911 Turbo of the same era. This incredible acceleration made the Cyclone a legend in the performance truck world. And to this day, it's regarded as one of the fastest production trucks ever built. One of the unique aspects of the Cyclone was its all-wheel drive system, which was sourced from the GMC Safari van. This system split the power 35% to the front wheels and 65% to the rear, providing excellent traction and stability, especially in drag racing scenarios. It also made the Cyclone the first production truck with 4-wheel anti-lock brakes, giving it advanced stopping power and safety features that were groundbreaking for a pickup in the early 1990s. In total, 2,995 units of the Cyclone were produced in 1991, with just 3 additional units completed in 1992, making it an incredibly rare truck. Its sibling, the GMC Typhoon SUV shared much of the Cyclone's mechanical underpinnings, but the Cyclone's blend of pickup practicality and sports car performance has cemented its place as one of the most outrageous and beloved trucks ever made. Number 6. The Mazda Rotary Pickup. The Mazda Rotary Pickup, produced from 1974 to 1977, stands as one of the quirkiest and most unconventional trucks in automotive history. Also known as REPU, or Rotary Engine Pickup, it was part of Mazda's bold experiment to infuse its innovative Wankel rotary engine into a variety of vehicle platforms. At a time when rotary engines were still considered futuristic and daring, Mazda sought to break new ground by offering this engine in a compact pickup truck. A decision that made the REPU both fascinating and niche. The REPU was based on the Mazda B-Series pickup, which had already been a reliable workhorse. However, Mazda's decision to install a 1.3-liter 13B Wankel rotary engine under the hood transformed the truck into something entirely different. The rotary engine, known for its smooth revving nature and high RPM capability, was unlike any other powertrain found in trucks of the time. Producing 110 horsepower and revving all the way up to 7,000 RPM, the REPU offered a driving experience that was more akin to a Japanese sports car than a utilitarian pickup. For a truck weighing around 2,800 pounds, this engine provided ample power, making it one of the more spirited compact pickups of the era. However, the REPU wasn't without its quirks. While it could zip around with its high revving engine, it wasn't particularly practical as a work truck. Its rotary engine, though advanced, lacked the low-end torque typically needed for heavy-duty tasks like towing and hauling. Fuel economy was also a concern. Rotary engines have always been thirsty compared to conventional piston engines, and the REPU was no exception. The small two-seater cab limited its practicality further, making it more of a lifestyle vehicle than a traditional pickup. Mazda sold around 15,000 units of the REPU, primarily in the US, where it gained a cult following among rotary enthusiasts. Number 5. The Dodge Lil Red Express. The Dodge Lil Red Express, produced in 1978 and 1979, is one of the most legendary and distinctive trucks to emerge from the late 1970s, a time when performance was on the decline due to tightening emissions regulations. Dodge, however, found a clever loophole in the federal emissions standards that allowed trucks to be exempt from the more stringent rules imposed on passenger cars. This loophole gave birth to the Lil Red Express, a truck that not only looked bold and brash, but also performed like a muscle car. With its eye-catching bright red paint, gold pinstriping, and those iconic semi-truck inspired vertical exhaust stacks, the Lil Red Express was a truck that turned heads wherever it went. The exhaust stacks, which extended vertically behind the cab and were topped with chrome heat shields, gave the truck a unique profile and an aggressive, growling exhaust note. Adding to its visual appeal were the chrome wheels, 7-inch at the front and 8-inch at the rear, which perfectly complemented the rugged yet stylish design. But the Lil Red Express wasn't just about looks. It packed serious performance under the hood. Powered by a modified 360 cubic inch 5.9-liter V8, commonly referred to as the police engine, this truck was capable of producing 225 horsepower and 295 pounds of torque, numbers that were impressive during an era when most vehicles were becoming increasingly underpowered due to emissions regulations. The engine was equipped with a 4-barrel carburetor, a performance camshaft, and a dual exhaust system that helped it breathe better and deliver more power. Paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission, the Lil Red Express could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 6.6 seconds, making it faster than many muscle cars of the time. In fact, the Dodge Little Red Express was the fastest American production vehicle in 1978, outpacing even some of the most iconic sports cars of the era. Its performance earned it the title of the first true muscle truck and cemented its place in automotive history. Number 4. The Chevrolet 454 SS. The Chevrolet 454 SS, produced from 1990 to 1993, was a bold and powerful addition to Chevy's fourth-generation CK pickup lineup. While it might not have stood out visually from its more utilitarian siblings, beneath its unassuming exterior lay a beast of an engine that made it one of the most formidable trucks of its era. Introduced at a time when muscle cars were no longer dominating the market, the 454 SS filled a void for performance enthusiasts who wanted power in a pickup truck package. The real heart of the 454 SS was, as its name implies, its massive 454 cubic inch, 7.4 liter V8 engine. This big block power plant was the same engine used in Chevy's heavy-duty trucks, capable of producing 230 horsepower and an impressive 385 pounds of torque. While 230 horsepower may seem modest by modern standards, it was torque that made the 454 SS a standout. That massive torque allowed the truck to launch with authority and provided strong low-end pull, making it a formidable performer in a straight line. And many speculate that the actual horsepower was higher than the factory rating, a common practice during that time due to emissions regulations. What made the 454 SS unique wasn't just the engine, but the fact that it was a high-performance truck in an era when trucks were still primarily seen as workhorses. It came only in a regular cab short bed configuration, which gave it a sportier profile, but also limited its practicality as a work truck. To enhance its handling and ride, Chevy outfitted the 454 SS with heavy-duty suspension components, upgraded shocks, a 3-speed automatic transmission, and a 4.10 rear axle for quicker acceleration. All of these elements contributed to its muscle truck persona, making it a performance machine on par with many sports cars of the era. Despite its power and bold design, the 454 SS faced competition from changing market demands. It was not particularly fuel efficient, averaging around 10 to 12 miles per gallon, and with its single cab short bed configuration, it didn't offer much utility compared to other trucks. Sales slowed after its initial launch, with the final production year in 1993 seeing several mechanical improvements, including a boost in horsepower to 255 horsepower. Number 3. The Lamborghini LM002. The Lamborghini LM002, produced from 1986 to 1993, remains one of the most outrageous and captivating vehicles ever to roll off Lamborghini's assembly line. Often referred to as the Rambo Lambo, it was unlike anything the Italian automaker had ever produced. Known for their sleek, low-slung supercars, Lamborghini ventured far outside their comfort zone to create a high-performance, luxury off-road vehicle. Though often debated whether it was a pickup or an SUV, the LM002 had a truck-like bed, leading many to consider it one of the most outrageous pickups ever built. The LM002's origins trace back to a military project known as the Cheetah, which Lamborghini had developed in the late 1970s in hopes of securing a military contract. Although that project didn't pan out, the concept evolved into the LM002, a civilian version that was built with the kind of wild extravagance only Lamborghini could deliver. At its heart was the same 5.2-liter V12 engine found in Lamborghini's flagship supercar at the time, the Countach, producing over 444 horsepower. This engine gave the LM002 an outrageous amount of power for an off-road vehicle, making it capable of tackling deserts or highways with equal ferocity. However, for those who demanded even more, Lamborghini offered an optional 7.2-liter L802 V12, an engine derived from powerboats, delivering even greater power, though it was rarely ordered. Despite its powerful engine, the LM002's thirst for fuel was notorious. With a weight of over 6,600 pounds and the aerodynamics of a brick, the LM002 guzzled fuel at an alarming rate, earning a reputation as one of the least efficient vehicles of its time. It had a massive 76-gallon fuel tank, but even that couldn't help it from frequent trips to the gas station, especially when pushed to its 120 mph top speed. Inside, the LM002 was as luxurious as it was rugged. Leather seats, wood trim, and premium audio systems were standard, making it a comfortable ride for the wealthy adventurer who could afford both the price tag and the fuel bill. And with all-terrain Pirelli Scorpion tires specifically designed for the LM002, this Lamborghini was as comfortable off-road as it was on pavement. In total, Lamborghini produced only 301 units, which makes the LM002 a rare and collectible vehicle today. Number 2. The Ford F-150 Raptor. The Ford F-150 Raptor, first introduced in 2009, redefined the landscape of high-performance off-road trucks, transforming the idea of what a pickup could be. Born from Ford's desire to create an off-road ready vehicle that could tackle extreme terrains at high speeds, the Raptor has become a symbol of rugged capability, engineering innovation, and unrelenting performance. Built on the foundation of America's best-selling pickup, the F-150, the Raptor has always been a standout thanks to its aggressive styling, specialized suspension, and powerful engine lineup. The first-generation Raptor, which debuted during the F-150's 12th generation, was built to dominate off-road environments while maintaining the comfort and usability of a daily driver. From 2009 to 2011, it was offered with two engine options. The base was a 5.4-liter V8 producing 310 horsepower and 365 pounds of torque, while the star of the lineup was the 6.2-liter V8 introduced later, cranking out 411 horsepower and 434 pounds of torque. By 2012, the 6.2-liter V8 became the sole engine option, solidifying the Raptor's status as a high-performance truck that delivered muscle car power in a pickup's body. One of the key features that set the Raptor apart from other trucks was its Fox Racing suspension, specifically designed to handle high-speed off-road driving. Paired with BF Goodwrench all-terrain tires, the Raptor was capable of absorbing the punishment of desert running, rock crawling, and mudding, while still offering a comfortable ride on the road. The Raptor was more than just an off-road beast. It became an icon for adventure seekers and those who wanted both performance and practicality in one package. In 2016, after a brief hiatus, the Raptor returned, more refined and even more powerful. Ford made a bold decision to replace the V8 engine with a 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6. But this twin turbocharged engine produced 450 horsepower and a massive 510 pounds of torque, significantly improving performance and fuel efficiency. The new Raptor also received an upgraded version of the Fox suspension, featuring electronically controlled dampers that adapted to terrain in real time. Coupled with a 10-speed automatic transmission, the second-generation Raptor was faster, smarter, and more capable than ever. Its ability to handle intense off-road conditions while maintaining the comfort and luxury features of a modern F-150 makes the Raptor truly unique in the market. No other truck offers the same combination of raw power, advanced suspension technology, and iconic design. The Raptor's flared fenders, aggressive grille with Ford emblazoned across it, and muscular stance make it an unmistakable presence on the road. And finally, number 1, the Dodge Rod Hall Signature Edition. The Dodge Rod Hall Signature Edition holds a unique place in automotive history. especially in the realm of off-road vehicles. Produced during the first generation of the Dodge Ram, introduced in 1981, this limited edition truck was born out of a collaboration between Dodge and the legendary off-road racer Rod Hall. Known for his dominance in off-road racing, particularly in events like the Baja 1000, Hall brought his expertise to the table, helping Dodge design a special edition truck that would cater to the needs of off-road enthusiasts. In 1986 and 1987, Dodge produced 14 units of the Rod Hall Signature Edition, which became an instant rarity. These trucks featured stiff, high-performance racing suspensions designed for rugged terrain, which made them incredibly capable off-road but also problematic on standard roads. In fact, their suspension setup was so aggressive that it didn't meet the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration standards. As a result, the NHTSA recalled the trucks, and only 9 survived after modifications allowed them to re-enter the market, making them extremely rare collector's items today. Hall wasn't done, however. In 1990, he joined forces with none other than Carroll Shelby, the automotive legend famous for his work with high-performance cars like the Shelby Mustang. The second attempt resulted in 33 more units of the Rod Hall Signature Edition, but these trucks came with a slightly more subdued setup. Under the hood, they featured a 318 cubic inch, 5.2-liter LA V8 engine delivering 170 horsepower. While not overly powerful, these trucks made up for it with unique styling, including a distinctive 3-tone paint scheme, a bed-mounted light bar, and Rod Hall branded off-road lights. Today, these pickups are prized for their rarity, off-road heritage, and the fact that they represent a collaboration between 2 icons of the racing world, Rod Hall and Carroll Shelby. That's it for our list of the 15 most outrageous pickup trucks ever made. Let us know which one is your favorite in the comments below. Also, like this video and subscribe to our channel so you get our latest content right when it comes out. Until then, we'll see you next time.